Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Matt live stream. We got some big announcements. So big, I can't put it in a video. I got to go live for this. It is that big. All right. We are meeting goals. We are meeting goals. And we're meeting them so doggone quick. What's going on, Raven? We got just big enough that this is like it's almost earth shattering. So we're going to wait a few minutes before we get to it. But I will tell you, we are meeting goals. Playing Minecraft. I need to get on to Minecraft. That you would hit a zombie, they would go down. What's going on, Stevie? Good to see you, buddy. We got news tonight. News tonight, my friend. It's big. It keeps for a few minutes because it's that big. It's that big. So big, I mean, it can't even, yeah. Oh, unqualified player, thank you. Welcome to the live stream. You chilling? Chilling. Good to see you guys. It's exciting. It's exciting news. We got exciting news tonight. No question about it. So exciting, in fact, that I had to come in and make sure that everyone knows about it. That's what tonight is about. It's so big that, I mean, we got three major announcements tonight. One of them pertains to Project Spirit. So we're going to actually only wait till about the 5-minute marker to get underway with that. What's going on, Sean? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Good to see you. Y'all got to tell me how you're doing. I hope you're meeting your goals, even if it's just today's goals, because we have met one of ours today, and this train is rolling. It's not stopping. Okay, so we'll start. Sean, I'm really glad you really showed up in this one tonight because you actually inspired me for one of the announcements tonight. Okay, no question about it. All right, no question about it. You helped inspire me with one. We got about a minute to go before the big announcements. So normally I wait till about 10 minutes, but this is too big. It's too big. Almost can't contain it, man. You know how it is. You got something that big and you get excited about it. You're like, yeah, huge, exciting stuff, So that's definitely going to be something that we'll talk about tonight. We have some big announcements. A little bit about her. We'll be talking about, we're just going to talk about, oh, trust me, man, you inspired me big time with something so big. I mean, it was huge. And I'm like, yeah, we got to roll with this. You did something. I don't know if you intended it to turn in. Going to be fun. So we're about to the 5-minute marker. Let's go ahead and get underway. As the title suggests, there is big announcements tonight. Let's start off with the first and most obvious. We are meeting our goal. I wanted to be at 400 hours or less for monetization. We have met that goal. We have less than 400 as this stream right now. We are at about 400 hours and heading towards that goal of having monetization turned back on. That is how close we are. 400 hours to go. We ain't kidding. Oh, thank you, Stevie. I'm glad you did. Thank you. I will tell you, my live streams are a little boring compared to the cut stuff. The actual edited stuff. That's where the real rubber meets the pavement. Let me tell you, literally, in a lot of ways, that's where the rubber really meets the pavement. Think different? Yes, I see you, buddy. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. It's good to see you. You got to tell us how you're doing. Everyone's got to tell me how you're doing. You know, you come in here, you got to tell me. Okay. With Stevie, I've been lurky turkey in a lot of your streams. I may not say a whole lot, but I'm there a lot of times. So if all of a sudden you see a random like just pop up, nobody said anything or anything like that, nobody said, said a single word, it's probably me lurking in the background. I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm saying it's an excellent chance that it's probably me that got you. Good to hear. So we are on a roll. We are on a roll. Share this out because this has been a grassroots movement, a grassroots movement. So 400 hours is what I said we were going to need before the end of the week. We're there. We're there, dude. If anyone can tell me what video game that is from, we're there, dude. Say it in the chat. See if anyone knows what video game that is from. Sega Genesis. Go back to that. So we have already stepped up the game. We're at 400 hours. And as this stream went live, we're probably less than that. YouTube only updates every so often throughout a 24-hour period. So we're meeting that goal. And with all you guys' help, we'll be there before you know it. Okay, so we're that close, guys. That freaking close. You've been so close to an achievement that you can literally just about taste it. Well, that's exactly what it is right now. Now, I'm already expecting that when we go live and say that we are fully monetized from beginning to end, I know the celebration is going to start and it's not going to stop. Okay, so that is without a doubt exciting news for all of us. And a lot of you've been watching going back through the old playlist and watching some old stuff, things like that. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff still here on this channel that, like the big premiere Monday. Oh my gosh, that was earth shattering. I could not believe how many people just were probably beside themselves from that premiere Monday on Project Spirit. I'm still beside myself on how big that was. And I will openly admit that from that one premiere, that big of a premiere, I have never seen that many likes on one of my edited videos. I've never seen that many. If I have seen that many, it's news to me, I don't remember. There's one video that has more than that, but this one, but that one I actually don't like. It's one of those videos that, how y'all, some of you are content creators might know exactly what I'm talking about. There's always that one video that you're sitting there going, man, maybe I shouldn't have done it. But then it turns out to be a good thing. Well, that's kind of what we're dealing with on that. But for current content, that premiere that we did Monday was huge. A lot of you came in to see it. Thank you guys. Thank you all for coming in, hanging out, and checking that one out. Because that one went back a ways. Man, that took me back 5 years on the Prince Magnum channel. That took me way back. It was nice. It was really nice. Hey, Queen Bee. I just announced we are at 400 hours to go before monetization. We're that close. We're on the road. We on the road. And we're going to the top. We ain't going to stop. So it's exciting for us. We're there. We're basically looking at some of the last days that I'm not monetized anymore. That's where we're at on this. We are literally looking at some of the last days that the Prince Magnum channel is not going to be monetized. That's exciting news because I've been battling for like the last 3 years, to get back to this point. So that is the first major announcement. Big stuff. That is too cool too cool for words. Being Wednesday night, I don't expect a whole lot of people. But yeah. So that is the first thing out of the gate. The second thing out of the gate that we got to talk about. Project Spirit, we're down to the last nuts and bolts for her to be finished and be drivable again. She'll have a brand new, well, not exactly brand new, a refurbished C4 automatic custom. And she will be home before you know it. She got to go through an inspection real quick. And we got to get a couple legal things taken care of, the relicensing, And in Missouri, a lot of that licensing stuff is a little much, but we're getting there. Yeah, I know you're still here, Raven. So that is big news. Okay, big news. Project Spirit will be home before you know it. After that, it'll be Project Lena's turn because she falling apart. We got to start going through her like nobody's business, like gangbusters. So that is at the top of the list of things that's on the plate. Project Lena will be going. I guess you could say she's gonna go see the Dr. Mechanics over there at Torque Diesel and Auto. She'll be in and out of that shop getting squared away. We're gonna see about getting new fuel pump, new fuel filter. We're also gonna see about Raven wouldn't have you any other way. New catalytic converter. Even going to see about getting her transmission service. The works. Project Lena is going to go through everything all over again. So we are on that road. Now, I know a lot of you have been concerned about the winter content because we're a DIY channel. That's going to be kind of tough now, isn't it? Don't worry. There'll be plenty of winter content. Thank goodness that y'all got me playing Fortnite because now I have a lot of winter content. There's also cooking stuff to do. There's plenty to do yet. Unfortunately, a lot of car stuff is going to be done in and out of shops for pretty much from now until spring. That's just going to be how it rolls. Unless I've got a roof over my head, I'm probably not going to be working on it because Missouri weather has been crazy. It's raining here right now, like cats and dogs. You would not believe how much it's been raining. It's been ridiculous. Emphasis on, well, you guys get the idea. So that's the big announcements there. We are on the road. Not a joke. We're on the road to monetization again. So without a question, this is exciting. Like I said, you guys are looking at the last days. The Prince Magnum channel is not monetized. So that's a good news. Along with that, because we're looking ahead at winter content for the cars and everything. Along with that, even Project Lena even needs her driver's window fixed. We just fixed that freaking thing. I feel like, James Dugan in Star Trek 5. I just fixed that thing. It's kind of like that. But anyhow, that's Project Lena for you. It's just like one thing after another with that poor little car. Now, along with all of this, along with everything that I just said, because we're close to monetization, Sean, I know you're still somewhere lurky turkey. Let's say it right now. Sean sent me a picture through email. I loved it. He was playing this video game and it didn't have Mavericks, but he found a 74 and he duded that thing up to look almost exactly like Projects. And we're going to stay live for a good while for that celebration. But to go with that big celebration, let's talk about an idea, a video idea, because the Prince Magnum channel will always be known for its upload. You enjoy artwork. If you enjoy artwork, okay, send me your artwork, your channel, your Prince Magnum channel artwork. I don't care if it's a Project Spirit, Project Lena, Princess Faye and I, whatever the artwork is, send it to me. Okay. Yes, super chats will be on with monetization. We're that close. So you guys would be able to donate. YouTube likes to take 30% off the top. But you do any artwork whatsoever. And I don't care if it looks like like you scribbled it blindfolded and or your 2-year-old child did. I don't care. Whatever it is on the Fritz Magnum channel, and you want to contribute, send me your artwork, okay? Even if it's through Discord or you send it to me through email, put that artwork up. We have an entire section on the Discord just for artwork. Here's the reason. When you send me your artwork, we're going to turn that into a video montage where we're going to display your artwork of the Prince Magnum channel. Obviously, if it's within reason, if it's, someone like, anyhow, obviously he's, I laid down a challenge earlier today. That's not important. It's a funny one too. So if you're an artist or anything like that, or you want to see a quick video clip, say something like "We love you, Prince Magnum" through Discord or whatever, you're welcome to. Oh yeah, Bad Bat's a hell of an artist. Have him send me something. Channel art, anything like. We will premiere it in a video, and I will give the shout outs in that artwork where it came from, and shout you guys out too. Just make sure that you send it. Well, if it isn't our troll, I told you earlier, you want to throw down, you're welcome to. Everything's fantastic. Everybody's adding to my watch time. We're on the move to monetization, my friend. Yep, celebrate. Oh, you don't? Well, we know why. I got the perfect road course. Come on, you talk trash. That car's going to be around a lot longer than you and I put together. We know it. Come on. There you go, Raven. No, you do. You do. It's all good. Ain't nothing but a thing. I'll run you. You ain't got a snowball's chance in hell. Because, it doesn't matter the vehicle I'm behind the wheel of. I know how to put down the hate on a pavement. I've been street racing since I was 18. We know I know what I'm doing. I got it. Hashtag Dukes of Hazzard there. And come on. You ain't got nothing, punk. You ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. Come on. Love my coffee. We know you ain't got it. Make you think different. Ain't got nothing, man. That's what's up. I still got it. The old man. Oh, you can race? All right, I believe that. I've seen what you guys can do over there in the UK. You guys got it. You guys know. You guys over in the UK know how to run them. That's tough. I'll tell you what. When it comes to UK cars that come from the UK, I always love the original Minis, just because of how small they are. And I'm not a big fan of front wheel drive. I like my cars to have a little bit more capability when it comes to steering radius. Front wheel drive just doesn't often provide that. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying it doesn't often. But when it comes to front wheel drive cars, I love you guys as old minis. I'm talking about the ones that were like practically hand built, and the ones that go all the way back to I think like the '60s. They go a good ways back, and got a great racing heritage. Even in rally, they're amazing vehicles. I love them. And you guys' Ford Escorts out of the '70s were amazing too. I love those. Um, Damn it. Yes, we're ready to rock and roll, man. But anyhow, as I started to say, I love the UK's original minis, and I love their Ford Escorts out of the '70s. We didn't get the Escort till much later, and I will say right now, the Escorts that we got were wretched. I mean, just horrible compared to what you guys were getting. Your guys' rear wheel drive Escorts were freaking phenomenal. Could really, just handle them rallies like nobody's business. Still can. I don't know many that would even, turn their nose up at one of the UK Escorts. They were just ridiculous, ridiculously strong. Just really well built. Um, Cosworth, yeah, I know some people like the Cosworths. I am all the turbos and all the superchargers in the world don't make a good engine. I'll say that right now. Um, I know a lot of people think that's cool, and I'm still a big fan of a big block engine with an 871 blower with the, dual quads on it. I'm still a fan of that. But I will say right now that when it comes to getting performance and performance that's going to stand the test of time, by all means, I am all for, going ahead and keeping it naturally aspirated and building a solid engine internally. And let me explain. When it comes to engine building, balance and blueprinting speak volumes over anything else you could do. And I will say right now, when I say that, I've seen someone do balance and blueprinted Chevy 350, and then turn right around, and everything else they did was just stock, bone stock, and could not be beaten by anything. And we're talking guys that would sink, $20,000 in just the engine alone, and that stock, well-built 350 was outrunning them on the drag strip. Go figure. That's just one of those things. We're probably going to lose power here pretty soon, so we'll stay live as long as we can, but don't expect much. Weather's been ridiculous out here. Been raining like crazy the last 3 to 4 days. So, again, give me a solid built engine. And one of the things that we're eventually going to talk a little bit more about is if you own a stock, I don't care, some people will go out and they'll buy, a used performance car, and then they'll start slapping on all the odds and ends to make it fast. But internally, you still got a stock engine. So, you're not getting the best bang for your buck. You want to rebuild that engine before you start adding that stuff on, because then it's just a bunch of bells and whistles, on a stock engine. And for those that don't know, when it comes to factory stock engines, okay, factory built, when the engineers sit down and start developing an engine, okay, and they develop an engine to go into mass production, that engine is perfect. When they're done, that engine is perfect, 100%. But the problem is that after it's built and it goes into production, it's not so perfect. There's certain levels of tolerance that has to be figured in by the engineers from the mass production. So maybe a piston, one of the pistons isn't quite the right, the right compression ratio, and maybe the ounces are just a little bit off, or whatever the measurement you want to use there. So it's fine, it works, but it's not quite perfect. but it'll pass. So you're not getting the best that that engine has to offer. So when you're doing a custom built engine, you can do that with a stock engine, but you're not getting the best bang for your buck. You want to actually tear that engine apart and rebuild it from the ground up, and you're going to get that perfection that you're looking for, that true balanced perfection. And the engine will hold up a lot longer that way. So you can then push the performance a little bit. And then there's that whole gray area that nobody talks about in the custom car community. Nobody talks about it anymore. Low performance and mid performance. Mid performance is that gray area nobody talks about. A lot of people tend to forget that it exists. And we'll have to dive into it a little bit more, but to give you guys an idea, if you were to go back to the 1960s and you had, say we were looking at a 66 Chevelle, okay? That 66 Chevelle might have, and then we want the Super Sport package for that 66 Chevelle. Dang, that sounds rough. Poor car. But that 66 Chevelle, we'll say the Super Sport package offers a couple of different 327s and a couple of 396s, okay? So we want something in a budget that we can afford. And so we're looking at something in a 327, all right? 396 is going to cost, especially in 1960. It's still going to cost in 1966, okay? So we're looking at that 66 Chevelle with a 327, we're going to get a 4 on the floor. Obviously, that's the way to go. Get that Muncie 4-speed. And there's several 327s to choose from. There's the low performance 327. It might crank out, about 250 horses. Not a lot, but it'll hold it, it'll do fine. Next one up might be about 275. Hey, what's going on, Mike? So that's, that might be a thing. But then, and now we're going to start getting into the mid area where it's 300. Not all of them, well, I'll re-announce them again. Don't worry. So you're going to get that, you're going to look for something in about the 275 to 200 and, 350. Okay. That's going to be your, that's going to be that mid performance. Anything more than that, and you're getting into the high performance. But if you stay in that area, that gray area, and then you basically build your platform off of that, it'll get nasty. Okay. And everyone tends to forget that is actually a thing where you can do that. Build a mid performance engine and get ridiculous numbers out of it. We did it. We were doing it back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't think anybody does it anymore. They automatically go for the big numbers, and numbers don't make performance. Okay. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't. Okay. Numbers don't just make performance. There's a lot more involved in that. You could build a high performance engine all day long, but if you can't get the rubber to the pavement, if you can't get that power to the pavement, that high performance engine's still a turd. You can do anything. Holler if you hear me on that. All right, let's go through the announcements again. As the start of this live stream, we are on the road to monetization. We only have 400 hours left to get before we're fully monetized. That's what's up. We're on the road. So we're getting close. Number 2, Project Spirit's only got a couple of nuts and bolts left. And then they got to check a couple of things. Then she's got to go through an inspection. Relicensing time. She'll pass flying colors again. And last but not least, if you do artwork and you want, Mike, you're going to have to tell us how you doing, buddy. You got to tell us how you doing. So again, if you're an artist, and this is Sean's doing, make sure you send me your artwork, whether it's through Discord, through email, whatever. And obviously, if it's within reason, Send me your artwork of the Prince Magnum channel, and it will be premiered in a video, and I will give you the credit, obviously. And that artwork will be, basically it's going to be the big giant thank you also for getting us to monetization. There will be video of Project Spirit, obviously. Oh, that's what's up. Having some coffee, evening coffee. That's awesome now. So we're ready to rock and roll. This is it. This is some of the last times you're going to see me not monetized. That's how serious this is. You know? So if you were also there for the big premiere Monday, that was huge, man. We made an impact. We made an impact. Not just me, not just Project Spirit. We, all of us. That's right, Mike. That's right. Mike, you're seeing it happen right now. You're seeing the excitement. We're all part of this, okay? It's for real. It's real enough that I need to start looking at setting up AdSense soon, like real soon, because I said by the end of this week I wanted to have 400 hours or less. It's not even the end of the week. We're there. We're on the move. We ain't playing. We're for real about this. All the money will go back into the channel in some way, shape, or form. Oh, they showed. I seen it, man. It was awesome. And I'm going to tell y'all, if you were at the premiere and you seen that opening, I have to admit, I was getting chills. I was choking back tears because that opening was like one of the best openings I've ever done. It was a little bit more than just cut and paste. I had to think about it, and it was huge, huge. I was beside myself when I completed that opening. I was like, I actually made this. I actually made this. Hey, what's going on, Sad Cat? No, you did not miss the announcements. I know that's going to be the thing because I'm going to keep announcing it all through the video. Again, what's going on, Jamie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Again, they're down to the last couple of nuts and bolts. That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, you did an amazing, all right, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's make the announcements again. Number one, I said before the end of the week. Oh, working on some nail art. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's go over the announcements again. Number one, I said I wanted to be at 400 hours or less by the end of the week. It is Wednesday for me. For those of you over in the UK, I know you guys are 6 hours in the future. Okay? So yeah, already on Thursday. But regardless, I said by Saturday, I wanted to have 400 hours or less. We have attained that goal. We're there. We're at less than 400 hours right now as the start of this stream. That's how close we are. Everybody's been jumping in and trying to help the channel out so much that we're almost there. I got up this morning and when I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, this is for real. This is for real. So we're almost there. You're looking at some of the last days that we are not monetized. That's how serious this is. What did I miss? Raven, I guess I didn't quite catch it, and it's still shitty. Just oh man, whatever it is, I hope it isn't bad. But yes, it's getting exciting here. Number two, last few nuts and bolts for Project Spirit. They're down to the nitty gritty. She'll be home before you know it, and ready to rock and roll once again. Along with that, afterwards, Princess Phase, Okay, now that is oh man, Mike, you just asked the right. Oh man, no one's. It's been a long time since I've been asked that one. Okay, the name Prince Magnum. All right, this goes back a ways. For those that don't remember the days when CB radios in vehicles used to be a big thing, there's a couple of times that basically when I was a kid, I wanted to talk on the CB radio with, with some truckers because, that was, yeah. But if you're going to talk, you got to have a nickname, what they call a handle, your CB handle. So my mom and I sat down and we thought of one. Now I've always had a fascination with high powered handguns, really. So that's, and it kind of goes back to the spaghetti westerns, just high powered handguns, always been a thing. So that's kind of where that started. And after him hawing for several hours, we came up with the name Magnum. I was 10 years old when that name was first attached to me. Well, by the age of 12, I noticed something. Magnum was attached to a lot of stuff. There's actually a Magnum soda machine company that I think still makes soda machines for Pepsi. There's a company that makes totes for the medical field called Magnum. I forget, Magnum something or other. Hi, honey. So I noticed right away that the name Magnum, just kind of, it was attached to a lot of stuff. So that was, so I started kind of looking around for ways to make it unique, its own personal kind of thing. Well, fast forward, I'm 17 years old and I'm with my high school sweetheart. And she introduces me to the Velgarth novels. For those who don't know, I am a huge fan of of anything Mercedes Lackey. I love Mercedes Lackey. She's an amazing author. So we came up with I was reading the books of the last Herald Mage and got the idea of calling myself originally Lord Magnum, which sounds pretty cool. But then fast forward, I'm 18 years old. And then I just happened to see this documentary on Prince Vlad the Impaler, Dracula. The inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it so much that I dropped the title Lord and attached Prince to the name and have kept it pretty much ever since. So initially it was the way to distinguish myself. It was Lord Magnum, and then it became Prince Magnum a year later. And it's pretty much been that ever since then. What's going on, Simon? Good to see you, buddy. I know we got two Simons that come in here. You the other one. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. You got to tell me how you're doing. But that's where it came from, because initially it was because I wanted to hang out and talk with all the truckers, and they thought I was cool as hell. Not shy, easy to get along with, which in high school I was the shy guy. No one believes that. I'm ready for you to come home, baby. I miss you. But yeah, so if you're ever wondering about that, now it was because I wanted to have a CB handle to talk to all the truckers. So that's how it started, and it became a thing. And today, basically the name started when I was like 10 years old, and it's hung on that long in some way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, there even for a minute, I was even using that name as almost like, my name, and using it to split it when I used to play this play-by-mail wrestling game. And yeah, it's kind of funny. Sometime I might have to go over that, but yeah. It was good times, learning and, getting into, developing, I guess you could say, who I would eventually become. But yeah, Some way, shape, or form, there's always been a Prince Magnum since I was 18. And initially, in the old days of the internet, I used to write a lot of stuff, writing the stuff for, the proper way to treat women and things like that. At 18, I was already doing that stuff. Hey, what's going on, Alex? Hey, I don't care. Mm-hmm. So we are, that's where it came from. So if you ever wondered about that, yeah, that's where the name Prince Magnum actually came from. So yeah, and you got to understand that, oh, I know it is. I don't care. Everyone knows just screenshot you and don't bother throwing you out. You're just running up my time. What do you think of that? I personally don't care. Yeah? Well, we know what your problem is, cocksucker. That's what I think of you. But anyhow, y'all know who you are. Don't bother throwing them out. Just screenshot them. Just screenshot them. Send me the stuff. That's what I think. Don't even bother throwing them out. He ain't nothing. He ain't nobody. We're the ones that are rocking YouTube. Yeah, don't bother throwing them out. He ain't nothing. Just screenshot it and send it to me. Let him talk. He's just running up my watch time. Get me closer to my goal. Shoot, there's one channel out there. Miss Kelly was telling me about it. There's and Jamie was telling me about it. There's a channel out there that was built. I mean, she made monetization because of the trolls. That's what's up. I personally don't care. That's what I think. I'll pick on them right back. I don't care. Ain't nothing. I'll play along. Because I don't know who it is. That's how we roll. Yeah, it's that my watch time. We're getting there, And again, if you are an artist and you want to send me something, we will be the moment monetization is a thing, we will go live that day. Be a big celebration. We're gonna have a good time, and we're just gonna joke and just rock and roll. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the real deal, But then to go along with that monetization, we're going to do a premiere video. Now, if you are an artist and you want to send something, even, go into the Discord or something like that, send me a video, something, or a Facebook Messenger, send me a little clip of something, congratulations, whatever, send it. Because what we'll do with it is we'll put it in a compilation and I'll be giving you guys the shout out. All right? Because it's really you guys that are putting me there. That's what's up. That's how we roll. Give the real shout out to the real champions on this channel. You guys, you're the ones that are putting me there. We going all the way to the top. Ain't nothing. We're building this channel into something that definitely should be, it should be recognized. I'm all hyped up. I'm excited. This is what I've been working on, for a little while. And, this is what it's all about, celebrating your victories and learning from your mistakes, and I've had a lot of mistakes in my lifetime, but you know what? I've also had a lot of victories too. That's how it is, we've got to, we have to, take those victories and use it to carry us on to other things. and we have to take those mistakes and turn them into assets. I think it was like Thomas Edison. It took him like something like 98 times to, to complete, to get the light bulb right. And in essence, when they asked him, how do you feel about failing that many times? He said, I didn't. I learned how not to make a light bulb. You know, so we're right there, and I had to learn that when it came to my content too. I had to learn, what works and what doesn't. Sometimes things have to go away. Sometimes things come back, and it works because that's just sometimes how it has to go. Sometimes you start off, thinking you're going to do one thing and then you end up doing something totally different. And then turn right around, you end up doing something else in the process. When I started this channel initially, I thought I was going to be doing, an urban survival. I I thought it was dumb. It wasn't working. Got into back into my real hobby, working on cars. Then turned right around from that hobby of working on cars, got into romance and history and just doing all these different things and trying to provide more education. But then in the end, after all that, I end up starting to do the urban survival stuff again. Go figure. Go figure. Who would have thought? That we'd end up right back where we started in some ways, Sometimes that's a weird thing how that happens. Weird how that works sometimes, So that's where we're at. The channel is growing, or at least it's staying where it's at, but it's growing in its watch hours. And I got all of you to thank for that. That's what's up. Again, you guys are the ones that are sending me where I need to go in a good way. It's you guys. I mean, at day's end, I could pay it lip service, but I'll tell y'all right now, the goal of this channel is to be just enough where all I got to do is go to work part-time. I don't see myself ever not going to work. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. I hate not working, so I would have to go to work. But be built up just enough where I don't have to do that. And we know why. We've talked about that, at great length. Hey, what's going on, King Will? Black Lotus, welcome to the live stream. Oh, there's more questions I missed. What are my favorite colors? Anything that goes with black. Anything. But I don't do necessarily colors, but I do like color combinations. Obviously everything goes with black in some way, shape, or form. So obviously, anything with black, I like. How am I doing? Everybody, tell us all how you doing. I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited about this, So black and blue, yeah, black and blue. Spirit would actually probably look good if it wasn't for the fact that she's all dinged up a little bit. If we repainted her black, she'd have to have blue stripes. Love black and blue together, But then again, there's some colors I like more than others, but honestly, I guess you could say I don't think there's a color I don't like in some way, shape, or form. Because, if you think about it, really think about this for a second. The colors that we see in some way, shape, or form somewhere in nature, okay? And if Earth wants, if the Mother Earth wants that color to be here, it's meant for us to enjoy. So I don't think there's a color I hate, but there's some colors I'm just not as fond of. That's awesome, Black Lotus. I'm not a dog person myself. I like my cats, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with a good dog. Nothing wrong with it. Gotta love it, But I'm more of a cat person myself, you know. Speaking of cats, little Zelda's she's been an honorary little cuss. We need to get video footage of her playing with a laser light. We got to do that. But about the time I go live, she's just hiding, you know. Now, like I said, this is big news. We're on the road to monetization. We're under 400 hours to go by the end of this stream, I guarantee. You know, it's all I need is 6 hours. You want to run? Do you want to run? Carl will be home soon. You're welcome to run me. I know who you are. You're welcome to race. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a thing. You get whatever you got, and I'll line Spirit up against you. Ain't nothing. We know I got it. You can bring your fucking tricycle. You know, that's how we roll. Pink is a wonderful color. Pink is a wonderful color. You know, I know oh yeah, there you go. That's why I'm still a fan of Bret the Hitman Hart. Love Bret the Hitman Hart. He actually, when he said, really, that's awesome, Mike. Not many guys will admit that. I'm still a fan of the pink and black, you know, because of Bret Hart. That's what's up, Mike. That's awesome. Hey, what's going on, Joe? You know, so again, if you're an artist, send it, because once we're monetized, which is a lot closer than you think. You know, oh yeah, no question about it, Mike. No question about it. Joe, how are you doing tonight? You got to tell us. Got to tell us, because I'm all fired up. I'm in good humor. That's how we roll. Prince Magnum channel all the way, man. We are going to the top. You know, so again, if you're honestly, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Okay? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. No question about it. You know? And myself, I'll tell you. Thank you. Thank you, Black Lotus. He's welcome to race me. The challenge is open. Project Spirit will be home. He's welcome to run me. I got the perfect road course. From Doe Run to an old Civil War battle site. Guaranteed he won't win. I haven't lost a race on that road. Yeah. Yet to lose a race on that road. And I've been street racing since I was like 18. 17, 18, something like that. I forget exactly. It's right in that ballpark area. Yeah, it's good to see you, Joe. It's good to see you all tonight. I mean, it's for real tonight. You know, we're on the road. This is it. You know? Yeah, I see you think different. I see you, buddy. As it should be. And tomorrow night we'll be live for Sober Talk. Sober Talk is like my jam, you know. I love doing Sober Talk. Wednesday we'll do something else. Saturday, I have no idea yet. Sunday. That's right. That's right, Raven. Don't worry, he'll bring he'll bring his tricycle. Don't worry. Actually, believe it or not, those old six cylinders are great in trucks. Ford made an amazing inline six, and their inline six is, I mean, if you got the limited slip, hey, what's going on, Steven? That's my cousin there. If you get um, if you get like an old Ford F-150, you've seen six cylinders in them, and a lot of the two-wheel drive versions, and those things would pull. Oh my God, those things would pull like you would not believe. I mean, it was ridiculous. That's a neat looking SUV. If you like new stuff, a little too new for my taste, but it's kind of nice looking, you know. But yeah, Ford always made a good solid six cylinder. It goes like this. When it came to big block engines, okay, we're still alive. We've been having weather issues here, so heads up, guys. We're gonna be losing you guys and coming back, and yeah, it'll be like that for a little bit. So it's like that. When it came to the old stuff, Mopar, big blocks, that was their grab. And the best they had was the 440. Yeah. The 440 was like a monster, a real, yeah. Well, think different. You're in my neck of the woods, bro. But when it came to small blocks, that was Chevrolet. Chevrolet all the way. Small block V8s, but inline sixes, that was Ford. Ford made the best inline sixes ever. No question about it. That's just how it is. Ford made the best inline sixes. But Chevrolet always made the best small block V8s, and Mopar, or the Chrysler Corporation, always made the best big blocks. And the 440 was the best. I know some people would say 426 Hemi, bullshit. Take that 440, put the Hemi heads on it, and you had something even nastier than the 426. There is no replacement for displacement. Okay? Yeah, I just said it. There's no replacement for displacement. When you want performance, you go big or you go home. Especially if you want to lay down the 8.25 mile or even the 8th mile. You want those big, nasty engines. And you want to lay it down like nobody's business. Stop me if I'm wrong. There's a lot of you Chevy guys say, yeah, Chevy had the best small blocks ever. Oftentimes referred to as the Turbo Fire V8. When it came to their big blocks, that was the Turbo Jet. If you ever go into Ford and you see the FE, that's for Ford and Edsel. So that design was used in the Fords, and it was used for Edsel, which I'm not a big fan of the Edsel. Just not. Not a big fan of the Hudsons either, or the Nashes for that matter. But I do like AMC, which Nash and Hudson merged and became AMC. AMC Hornet, anyone? Thank you, Sean. That was really awesome. That made my day. Thank you for that picture. That was awesome. So that is what is up. I think I'm, yeah. So, we're on the road. We're rocking and rolling, and we're having a good time. Again, Project Spirit, last couple of bolts left, couple of little piddly things that's got to be taken care of. It's an old car. What do you expect? But before the springtime, I look to be doing that V8 swap, hopefully. And with you guys' help, we're going to have it. We're going to have a nasty little critter inside underneath that hood. A real go-getter. It looked good to me. It looked good to me. I loved it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, Spirit still lays down the hate like nobody's business. Now it's going to be a little bit different with the automatic. The automatic, I'll be able to do a little certain things that I've been wanting to do. But one of the next steps for Spirit is to have her rear end turned into a limited slip rear end, which would be a big help. Big help. You know, with some of the stuff that I do, you got to get that performance to the pavement. And we got to look at doing some, you know, subframe connectors. We got to look at that, and we've got to continue finish updating the suspension. Other than that, she'll be ready to go. And when I say update the suspension, it's mostly just like, well, this part's old, and I don't trust it as much as I used to, so it's got to go. Or it's like, this part isn't what it once was, so it's got to go. And just make her a solid runner. You know, we might even drop the front nose down about an inch. Oh yeah, Spirit's still, I mean, yeah, no question about it. No question about it. She will still get it like nobody's business. I'm telling you, I love it. Love it. I have certain goals that's to be met with the performance and the economy and her running kit, you know, just all around. And we will achieve that before it's all said and done with. I showed her, I don't think I showed her. I told her about it. And she's like, that is too cool. I haven't had a chance to show her, but we'll get a chance to sit down and do all that stuff. But anyhow, so I wanted to go live tonight. I wanted to cover the bases. You know, again, we're under 400 hours to go because of you guys to monetization. If you get a chance, check out some of the old videos, see what you think, see where we came from. See what the videos where you know, if you were there for the premiere and you've seen it, or if you didn't see Monday's premiere, you missed out, definitely check it out. So that's the excitement there. You know, this is it. This is some of the last days you're going to see the Prince Magnum channel not monetized. Super chats will be on. We'll be able to run ads. We will make that money. But along with that, you know, we're looking at also, if you are into artwork or you want to have a bit in the compilation, you know, obviously, you know, someone who has been supporting the channel, you know, truly supports it, send something. You know, we're going to put it in a compilation video as a big thank you to all of you. And that's going to be my big shout out to all of you. So if you send me your artwork, Sean, yours is going to be like at the very beginning that you sent, unless Princess Faye insists on something that she does. It could be about Cinnamon. It could be about the project cars, whatever you want. Okay. As long as you're a supporter of the channel, send me something. Okay. I insist. This is for you guys, really. This is my thank you. But anyhow, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. You guys are awesome. Every one of you. You guys in the Maverick Nation. Without you guys, Prince Magnum channel wouldn't be what it is. You guys are the real heroes. Because you guys, I'm going to be I'm sure he's going to love it. I know he's going to love it. Third gen, I got to holler at him. I got to give him a call and see how he's doing. I haven't heard from him in a minute, and my fingers aren't broken, so I need to holler at my boy. You know, he's an awesome guy. I love him to pieces. He's a great friend. And I will tell you right now, he's got a gorgeous looking Maverick. Oh my God. Gorgeous looking car. Woo! If you've never seen it, oh my God. Beautiful ride. Woo! Gorgeous ride. Telling you guys, you ain't seen nothing yet. He's had it. I mean, that is a beautiful looking car. And Telling you, go over and check it out. Beautiful. All right, then. That brings us to a good stopping point. Again, thank you all for being here. You guys are amazing. Every one of you. Brings us to the point where I get to say to all of you. Yes, it is. That brings us to the point where I get to say to all of you, get out there and, you're a legend yourself, Raven. Get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet and do something special for them today. As always, for all of you out there, no one out there has told any of you that they love you today. Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you. Yeah, it is.